Retro Rob's Gaming Videos.
Hey, Rob here, and we're going back to the retro stuff. Here I have the Aladdin Deck Enhancer, and I'm going to tell you more about this in a minute. But I also have all the games for the Deck Enhancer, every game ever made for it. Ugh, there we go. Yeah, good. Okay, and they're all new in box. They're still wrapped, even these guys. Now, I'm going to unbox the Deck Enhancer and one of the games, and we'll probably go through those games, but I'm going to show you everything. I'll just, show you the fronts and backs of everything so you get an idea. Now, this thing was made in 1992, right towards the end of the NES. If you don't know what this is, I should probably tell you. Basically, it calls itself a Deck Enhancer. Kind of, sort of. This was towards the end of the NES's life, and if you look at a Nintendo cartridge, there's actually these 3 chips that show up on all of them. And basically there's a graphics chip, a memory control chip, and then there's a security chip. And the guys at Camerica, I'm going to call it Camerica. If I'm wrong, please correct me. They noticed this and said, hey, we could probably save money if we put those cartridges into a device and then sold separate little cartridges for it. And that worked out pretty well. While the average cartridge for the NES was $40, brand new release. Brand new releases on this were $15 to $20. So you'd buy this device and then you'd, put these cartridges in it. And I'll show you how that works, don't worry. It was a good idea. The 64, I'll read the back. It's designed by the inventors of the Game Genie. That's true. It has a 64K memory upgrade for better graphics and bigger games. Almost all games on here were absolutely identical to their NES regular counterparts. In fact, they just were. They were the same game. You got them for cheaper. That was kind of nice. Includes the compact cartridge, Dizzy the Adventurer. Yes. Aladdin is the future in console gameplay. No, obviously it was not. And one of the reasons was this was made towards the end of the NES's lifespan. So when this came out, the Super Nintendo already existed. So yeah, not so great. But it was actually a good idea. It's too bad it didn't come out a couple years earlier. Probably would have done real well. As I mentioned, by the way, these 6 games that I have to my right, and I'll show you them all, they are the only 6 released, but at one time, here's the back of the box, they were supposed to release a bunch more. These were all the coming soon games. By the way, when I say there were no enhancements, that's kind of a lie. Actually, 2 of the games were enhanced. I believe it was not Dizzy the Adventure. Dizzy the Adventure was actually a remake of Dizzy Prince of Yolkfolk, which had come out on other systems. But Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. Where's that? Where's that? I've got it. This one, Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. This one actually did have some extras to it. It had some extra collectibles, and it was made a little bit faster than the original, which the original was like way too slow to play. That was a problem with the early Dizzy games. Anyway, most of the games were made by Codemasters. If you are a big Spectrum fan, or a big Commodore 64 fan, or a big Amiga fan, you will recognize the fact that pretty much everything is a Codemasters game for this. It's not a bad thing. It means good games were made for it. Unboxing. Alright. I did the front of the box. I showed you the side of the box. I now am going to open the box. This has really been on here a long time, so it might be kind of hard to get it here. Finger under. Here we go. Man, this is really thick covering. Okay, here we go. Let's open it up, and I will show you how it would work. There's your first free cartridge, the deck enhancer. The only thing it enhances is your pocketbook. But anyway, there's the instructions. I hear they fold out. Like a poster. So let's take a look. And yes, they do. Poster. Here's the Codemasters helpline if you'd like some help. I'll call them this afternoon and see how well that works out for me. Oh, not smart enough to refold. Yep. Only a couple folds and I can't figure it out right now. There we go. There we go. Okay. Give me a map. I'm lots of fun. Okay. Instructions. And the warranty card. I'll be turning that in too. If I am correct about this, there is a switch in here. I do not see it. It looks like on this model, it is just a big hole. Oh no, it's down there. Oh man, way in there. Well, there should be a switch there that actually changes modes. Tells you whether it's US or European. Very exciting. So basically how the cartridges worked is you would dock this with this. Now there's these little grooves, see? And I'm putting it in backwards. How to put it in wrong. Here we go. Alright, so you dock this with this, snap it in, and then you would put this into your NES deck just like a regular NES cartridge and be able to run it. How cool is that? And I'll show you a little demo of Dizzy's adventures right after this part of the video. But first I'm going to show you all the boxes. So anyway, needless to say, not a lot of these were made. It pretty much failed right away. It was made in 1992. By 1993, the company that made it, Camerica, was already bankrupt. So yeah, it didn't work out so hot. But it's a neat little device. It's kind of sought after by collectors, but you can get it really cheap. I think I paid like $85 for the enhancer and all the games together. So, and that was with shipping. So, don't pay a lot for this. It's not a very expensive item. Okay, so the games. Micro Machines. There's the front. There's the back. Good version of Micro Machines. Nothing wrong with it. Big Nose Freaks Out. I think this is the other game I'm going to show you. Because it looked pretty good. I've never played this game. But I hear it's okay. Nice little platformer. There was like this big run of caveman platformers for a while. I mean, there was Bonk, and then there's Big Nose, and then there were some other ones too. Kind of weird thing. Linus Spacehead. Here's another one that I have never played, but it has a bunch of little mini games on it, so that's kind of cool. And here is the Sports Multi-Pack. This is kind of infamous. Apparently, the baseball game had a bug in it that it would always play 10 innings, no matter what. There was 10 innings in this baseball game. Kind of weird. It's kind of an obvious mistake to make, isn't it? Put too many innings. Okay, and here is another Quattro adventure. It has Treasure Island Dizzy in it, which I think will probably be pretty good. Linus Spacehead, Super Robin Hood, and the Boomerang Kid. Sorry about that blunk, stupid email. And finally, you already saw this one. The Fantastic Adventures of Dizzy. And originally, all these cartridges would have been about $15 to $20 a piece, which is pretty good. Oh, by the way, as far as this as far as this game goes, the actual enhancements, I do have notes on that. I should have just looked at my notes. Is that it was a faster character, and they increased the number of stars to collect from 100 to 250. Big improvement. But it probably would have been, in its time, a really great device if it hadn't been released towards the end of the NES's lifespan. Released a few years earlier, it would have been a hit. So let's show you a couple of games that are available on the Aladdin Deck Enhancer. Be right back. Okay, so here we have Dizzy. Let's start this thing up. And, yep, got a match. There we go. By the way, I don't actually use a real NES for this. I've got a Retron 5. I just realized that the only real Nintendo that I have is a Famicom. But anyway, so yeah, Dizzy is a little adventure game. Here, let's put down the pile of straw and get some points. Yep. And then let's use a match on it. Yay! Now I guess I'm supposed to wait for it to burn. Let's try using the bucket of water on it. Oh. Yay! Does he applaud every time? No, good. So then you get to talk to people, I think. Do I not get to talk to this guy? Yeah, there. The king may return any time, and I have committed a crime. What's that, jester? I must amuse the king, if only I could sing. Well, how do you normally entertain him? Juggling's all I know. That is all. My show. So why don't you just juggle? But I have nothing to juggle, and my life is a muddle. Oh, we're gonna get some poetry here. Yay. I'll see what I can do. Perhaps I'll take a poo. Oh. Alright. Actually, is that light something? Carry on. Stop right there, Dizzy. Where do you think you're going? Please stand aside, Boris. I need to get into the castle. Well, you can't do that. Okay. Da-dum. Dizzy looks at the mushroom. This mushroom looks very, very strange and feels rubbery. Well. And I have a small cage, an empty bucket, and some other crap. And a tiger with a thorn in his paw. What's the matter with you, Leo? I have a thorn in my paw. That's so sad. Maybe I need a tweezer. Oops. I remember I used to like the Commodore 64 version of this, but that said, the jumping has never been... has never been that great. Oops. Alright, that's it. Let's play something else. Enough of this. And here we go with Big Nose Freaks Out. Oh, savings and bones. How clever. Bones are us. Is that like a Toys R Us? Alright, one player. I was watching the preview for this. It looks better on the box, I gotta tell you. This kind of reminds me of BC's Quest for Tires. Ugh. Oh, come on! It's the pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies. Why the hell can't I fire? Alright, let's try this again. Wait, I was hitting the wrong button. Here we go. Try this again. Try this again. Come on. Let's go. Yeah, savings and bones. Yeah, one player. Come on. Freaky Forest. There, now I got this. Ah, sucker. Got some pickups there. Past the pea shooter. See, now things are getting better. It's actually like BC's Quest for Tires without the depth. I guess it's alright. It's just not... Take that, you stupid pea shooter. It's not anything wonderful. This is your favorite game. Let me know why. Oh, I guess you can't jump on him. Alright. Keep going. Bone. Kind of repetitive. Well, I can definitely see where that extra 64K of graphics is going. Damn. Come on. Observations. Controls are pretty good. I mean, you know, here's the problem. Obviously, we knew that the enhancer was not going to make better games, and I think that this is really proof of that. That said, I'm going to try some of the other games out. Do you have a favorite game for the Aladdin Deck enhancer? Do you think this was a big waste of money? I think it might have been. Although, I don't know, I might have been able to get all the games individually cheaper. Anyway, interesting device. I don't know how I feel about it. I'll have to try some of the other games and see. But thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe for more.